Hey everybody, Don here again. Well, it is June 8th and we are on tournament stop number 2 for the Granite State Kayak Anglers. Today we're on Thorndike Pond in Jaffrey, New Hampshire. Beautiful day, although it's windy, and it's going to get really windy as the day progresses. So pretty much everybody's moved down to that end of the lake already. I was working on rigging a few things up, but we got 15 minutes before first cast, so I'm going to work some of these docks that are in now on the way up and see what happens. I am going to try throwing this this wake bait that I painted up with a tail on it. I'm interested to see how that thing works. This is kind of a flying by the seat of my pants when I painted that thing up. So anyways, I'm gonna move up here and wait for first cast. Pretty windy this morning. Winds are supposed to top out at about 13 this afternoon, so it's going to be tough fishing. But the island there, two guys have already got to the island. Around there, there's a really nice deep bay. I'm kind of thinking that the fish are going to be deep, although I'm in 12 feet of water right here, so I don't know where they're going to be, but we're going to try some fishing to the shore. If that doesn't work, we'll start fishing deep. Got 15 minutes before we can cast. Seven o'clock. First cast. This is that wake bait that I put the tail on. Love that paint job. I don't think it messes up the action too bad, that tail hanging down. We've had a lot of rain the last few days, and the water is a little bit murky. Really don't see them. I'm in 4 feet of water, and it's hard to see the bottom. So it's a little bit murky. I might switch over. I'm throwing the worm right now, but I might switch over to a spinnerbait or a chatterbait. Just kind of looking to see if there's any beds left. Boy, this water is really murky today. All that rain we've been having. Got him. whatever it is. Oh, be a bass. Come on, baby. Ooh, feels good. Geez, feels really good. Heck, I don't care if you're a pickerel. Oh, geez, there's a bass. That's a nice one. Yes. Whew. Finally. No skunk. Right in the top of the mouth. It's a wacky rig. Come on, get out of there. All right. It's also in my net. All right, that's a decent fish. Finally. All right. Phone. Back up here, buddy. I don't know, maybe 16, 17 inches, I'm thinking. Come on. "16-incher on the wacky worm." Whew, man, that was a long time coming. It is 8:35. So that was on this, I don't know what it's called. I used to call it Carolina craw, but see, I have a piece of shrink wrap, and I just kind of go through the shrink wrap. And that's better than an O-ring in my mind, because it keeps you perpendicular to the worm. Wind is tough. Fish number 2 is a beauty. Oh my God, on the wacky worm again. She's a beauty. Thank you for playing. What a beauty. $9.15. 16, I think 3/4. got a big fish. This is the biggest fish of the day by far. If I can land him. Oh man, look at the size of that thing. Oh. I just caught a big fish. Look at that. Barely hooked. I don't know, maybe it's not as big as I thought. It's big enough for me. Let's get that hook out of the net. Alright, get the board. Ooh, it's a nice one. Oh yeah, 18 and a half. Oh, slap me. 18 and a half. Let's put it back in the net just to make sure I got those pictures came out good. Yes, sir. 18 and a half. Whew, starting to be a good day. Oh, look at that. 18 and a half. That's about a 4-pounder, I think. Pretty close. I should have weighed it, but. Ooh, man, every single one of them on the wacky rig with the orange colored. Uh-oh. Did I lose it? No, I still got it. Slid way up the line. All right. Gotta try to get on the lee side of this island over here and get out of this wind. It's wearing me out. I'm telling you, if I wasn't in a tournament, I'd have gone home a long time ago. This is just crazy. I thought it was bad at the other end of the pond, lake, whatever. somewhere coming into that wind, I lost my paddle. I'm sure it's somewhere down there, blow up on the shore, somebody will find it. But I'm getting off the lake. It's 12:30. Got 2.5 hours left to fish, but I am done without a paddle. I'm up the creek. So I ended up with 3 fish and some decent ones, but calling it a day. What a drag. Well, as you can see, I am back at the house, and it is actually the next day. I got to tell you, going into this tournament, I knew the wind was supposed to blow, but I really didn't anticipate it being such a tough day for me. The bite started off a little bit tough too. It took me an hour and a half to catch my first fish, and I was throwing everything throughout the course of the day. Several different crankbaits, chatterbait, spinnerbait, the jig and craw, Texas style worm, wacky style worm. The only thing I got bit on was that orangish colored Senko rigged wacky style. And I caught 3 really decent fish with it. And actually was on my way to a pretty decent limit as well. But man, after 5 hours of getting blown around by that wind and fighting it, I was really getting worn out. My legs were actually starting to cramp up a little bit fighting that wind, heading back up into it. And then I got blown into some brush and I needed my paddle to get out. No paddle. So, man, that did me in right there. And I quit. And I hate that I quit, but I did. I was happy to find out after the fact that my friend Alex actually won the tournament with, I think, 84.25 inches or something like that. And she also took largemouth lunker for the 2nd tournament in a row. So congrats, Alex. You are a hammer. And our next tournament is coming up at the end of July. I think it's the 27th, and it's actually going to be a night tournament. I think we start at 4, we come off the water at 10. So that's going to be fun because I love the night bite. So we'll see you then. In the meantime, I just got to get out and do some fishing. I don't even know if I'm going to record the next time I go out. I just got to get out there and get my groove back. Got to buy a new paddle first, though. Oh, man. Thanks for coming along today, folks. I really appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Peace.